Definitely, I would say that institutional racism is real and institutional racism exists. When you come from an affluent family, and that has been the case for many Caucasian families, they've come from pretty affluent families, you have opportunities that aren't available to students who may come from lower socioeconomic situations. And this isn't to say that all minority groups, whether it's Hispanic or African Americans, come from lower socioeconomic groups, because that's not the case. There are many affluent Hispanic and African American groups, but when we look at the proportion of those groups in relationship to one another, it's disproportionate. And so with regards to institutionalized racism, we know that that exists.
In Cherry Creek, we've acknowledged that race is something that we need to look at. And within that context, we've talked about that institutional racism that you talk about. We speak about white privilege. We talk about our black and brown students. We're very intentional in not clustering kids as minority, if you will, or occasionally students of color, but we're very specific about recognizing the impact of race. And we've been doing that now for upwards of 10 years, where we have, as a district, talked about people's personal racial identity and have, I think, tried to pull at some of those pieces that, whether you're aware of it or not, impact your day-to-day behaviors and impact your day-to-day decisions as you interact with this construct called race.
We all live in a society with significant biases, and these biases have been built up over generations and over years, and I think it would be foolish for all of us to say we have no biases. We all do, and it's extraordinarily important that we acknowledge those biases. We understand what they are, both subconscious bias and conscious bias, and it's one reason that we put a tremendous emphasis on education and awareness and discussion, starting with our senior leadership team, about our own biases, both belief systems, how do those biases reflect themselves in some of our systems and practices within schools. And it's very important that we all acknowledge those biases and we confront those biases.